Hello. I believe I'm live, so thank you for joining me for JK's Wednesday Hang. Make sure everything is cool. I think we are okay. Just take a gander at the YouTube comments. No, if I am on Facebook, hello. And to folks in the YouTube channel, thanks so much for joining. Today is the music of Oscar Peterson. Ooh, boy. Just going to quiet that down. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and also quite, dreading it a little bit. I realize playing Oscar Peterson's music for sure pushes me out of certain comfort zones, and it's a great challenge. I'm very glad to have more things, always have things to work on, but learning this kind of music is wonderful. Oh, I need to turn off texts. And yeah, of course, I've been aware of his piano playing for a long time. Most people are aware of Oscar's incredible. I gotta tell people to stop texting me. Okay. Yeah, I've been aware of his piano prowess, but as a composer, he wrote some really wonderful music. And I discovered this because I was very fortunate to be invited to be a part of this really incredible project called To Oscar with Love. And it was put on, produced, organized, facilitated by Oscar's widow, Kelly Peterson. And I guess the story is Clark Terry, who I was very close with, was musical compatriots and I think very good friends with Oscar Peterson. And one of my visits down at Clark's place, we were hanging out at the table, and Clark picked up the phone. He dialed, and what I heard was, "Hello, just calling to let you know I'm thinking of you. I love you. And I'd like to introduce a pianist to you." Clark hands me the phone, and of course, it's Oscar on the other end. This might be back in 2009, I want to say, and that was a momentous occasion for me. And while I was in Toronto, I think it was for promotional, doing promo for Keep On Keeping On, the film about Clark. Kelly was there. And she heard the story, and she said, "Oh, well, you got to meet Oscar, so I'd like you to be a part of this project." Where she invited all sorts of pianists that knew Oscar to come play on his piano, which is quite a remarkable Bosendorfer Imperial Grand, I believe. It's got the extra keys, and so I got to be a part of it, and I got to dig into some of Oscar's music, which was really a treat. So I'm going to share some of that music, and also get into some other music that I've discovered and that people are familiar with. So again, thank you so much for joining. And in a little bit, I will be calling Oscar's daughter, Celine Peterson, who I met a while back. We actually met at Clark Terry's funeral, and I had been aware of her, but that's where we met. And I remember it vividly because she gave me one of the best hugs I think I've ever received. So we're just gonna chat, just about whatever we feel like. But I thought it would be nice to catch up with her. I'm gonna start off with Cakewalk. Then the second piece will be one of the songs that I recorded for the Oscar with Love project. It's a song called Summertime. It is not summertime. It is Oscar's Summertime. It's a beautiful ballad. And then that will be followed by the other piece that I recorded for the project. And that one is called On Danish Shore. All right, let's see how this goes. Just gonna... Adam, how you doing, man? What's up, Tara? Greg. Raw deal. Good deal. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. Take that out. Todd. How you doing? Good to see you. Dave, what's up? Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it. Just doing a little perusing through the comments. Hope you don't mind. Brother Sean. Thank you, Quincy. Cool. All right. Well, we're getting warmed up. This next, I'm gonna play "Summertime" now. Oscar's "Summertime." Thank you. Summertime. One more piece to play. Daniel, how you doing? Good to see you here. Nathan, hey, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Barbara, you switched over from Facebook again. Matt, thank you. Jeremy, my man, thank you. Cool. All right, so here comes Dana Shore. Thank you. That was On Danish Shore. And yeah, like I mentioned before, I was very fortunate to be able to play that on Oscar's piano as a part of a project called To Oscar with Love. And we've actually been able to do some concerts. Kelly put on a few concerts in the last few years with a lot of the artists that were part of the project. And I was very lucky to join the crew for some of them. And it's a heavy roster. It's a real heavy roster. So I, I would just kind of be sitting there backstage thinking, "Good God, how did I get here?" There's Benny Green and there's Kenny Barron and Gerald Clayton and Robbie Botosh, uh, Bill Charlotte, Rini Rosnes. It's Monty Alexander was on a few that I was able to be a part of. It's heavy, and something I'm very very grateful for. Um, just doing a little perusing through the comments. Hope you don't mind. Hey, Chris. All right, man. Thank you. Yeah, those are some sad bass lines. I'm sorry. Yeah, you could have done a much better job. Linda, hey, how you doing? Um, cool. Okay, let me try to do this. I'm gonna set up the FaceTime and see if Celine is available, and we'll do some chatting. I need to cool down anyway, so it works out. I don't think this is ever going to be a smooth transition here. All right, we are going to. All right, I'm going to use these headphones. Sorry, this is a pretty jerry-rigged setup, so I need to take the headphones and unplug them from one thing, put them in another, put them in the iPad thing, and then I will. I got the comments going, so if something is wrong, if you can't hear me or Celine, uh, appreciate the feedback. Well, I'm also going to mute the piano mics.
Portrait flipped. 4 notifications. Landscape. 4 notifications.
Be quiet. Be quiet. Don't look at that. Hold on. Sorry.
Camera.
I gotta be careful. I don't even know what's on the screen before I. All right. Did I do that right? I think I did that right. So, FaceTime Celine Peterson.
Making a FaceTime call to Celine Peterson.
Thank you, Siri.
Your video.
Let's pray for good connection.
Your video. Front facing.
Okay, so hopefully you can hear me.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. What's up, Celine?
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Whereabouts are you? You at home in Canada?
I am home. I'm home, staying quiet, laying low.
Hey,
You know.
I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, man. I thought it would be cool to basically just chat a little bit about. I mean, it's been a cool a ride so far, getting to know you and your mom. But I guess our point of real connection would be through Clark.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
I'd love to hear. We've never really gotten a chance to really kind of talk about it, but I'd love to hear. I know I feel like he was quite close with the family. Is that a correct assumption?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, he was one of my two godfathers.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
So he was
thought.
Uncle Clark. Yeah, oh yeah. So he was Uncle Clark for my entire life, and I have incredible memories of Dad and CT getting up to no good on multiple occasions. Um, yeah, they were just so close. He was one of the people that through all the friendships and all the close relationships Dad had, Uncle Clark's was one of the ones that I knew he held, just very, very dear. And he was very protective of that relationship as well. Um, but yeah, so I've known him for my entire life, and they were always just, a couple of troublemakers.
Yeah, we definitely know about the troublemaking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's very cool, and it's something that I thought about too. You have quite the extended family, I think, through your dad, and something that I've enjoyed seeing is how much of a fan you are. When I was living in New York, you'd be like, "I'm in town to see Monty," or "I'm in town to see Benny,"
Oh
or
yeah.
you'd travel. Was that something that you were always into, even when you were a kid, or?
Oh yeah. I think that without a doubt, the reason I am so or I should say I try I'm not grounded by saying I am so grounded, but I try to be. So, I think that I've been brought up by this extended family and all the people that dad knew and loved, and it that was my normal. So what is abnormal for so many people was so normal to me. And so when I started doing my own discovery of this music when I was a younger teenager, because I didn't necessarily do that when I was younger voluntarily because I was just immersed in it. But when I started to find the things that I loved, then that's when my love of this music really blossomed. And I will hop on a plane, maybe not right this second, but other
Yeah.
times hop on a plane in a heartbeat to see so
Yeah.
many people
Yeah.
as often as I can, of which you are one. It's just,
Oh, thank you,
count
Celine.
myself very lucky. Yeah.
And it makes me realize that that is a gift. I think having that, because I learned about this sort of extended family through Clark. Meeting him in college, and of course meeting Gwen, and then
Yeah.
through him, I became aware of this. You don't want to sound corny, but it is a family.
Absolutely it is. Yeah.
And it's something that I think more people. I'd love to see it cultivated more, especially for younger musicians, because it was natural for these guys. I mean, it was to hear Clark, like I mentioned before, be on the phone and to hear him say "I love you" so naturally is
Hmm.
something that I'm always thinking about, because I'm like, God, why can't we do that? Why are we so bad at that? And they could do it so well.
I know. Well, and not only did they do it so easily, they meant it. And that's one of the things that I struggle with sometimes when I see differences, in seeing now versus even when I was younger. And I sometimes have a hard time judging what is real and what is opportunity or
Oh yeah, for
or
sure,
something
for
else,
sure.
right?
That
And
mm,
it's just so easy to learn and be enamored and want to take advantage of opportunities that may come your way, but still remain humble and remain honest, and
mhm, mhm.
to openly have that love for one another, because it's so important, and everybody had their back. And
Mhm.
you know there's a little bit in the other direction now, which really makes me sad. It breaks
Yeah.
my heart, and it would break their hearts, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. It's something that I definitely am grateful to you guys when Kelly brought me up to do this session. Um, Being able to hang with the both of you, it's exactly that same thing. It's that same feeling of being at Clark's. We got. It's funny. It was me and Kelly. She ordered some Popeyes, and I'm like, "All
Oh yeah.
right, yeah, we're good. It's all good. Yeah, we'll be just
Oh yeah.
fine. Yeah, no problems here. Oh man.
No. Well, and I think that I only want to be around people who are comfortable. And I can understand for a lot of people why it might be uncomfortable at first. If take dad for example. If you're meeting him and you're in awe, and he's this huge presence, but one of the things that I learned from him was, he's just a person, and and every we're just people, and I just want to make memories with people that I care about. And if I think if we know anything, especially right now, that life's too short for anything other than honesty and keeping it real.
One last thing I'd like to ask you just before I
Yeah.
let you free, but you're quite from what I sort of witness, you're quite an entrepreneur, and
Oh.
you do a lot of interesting things. But I see that you're working with some artists. I did see, I think, Ben Patterson, who, man,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
something else. My God, yeah, what
Oh,
incredible.
yeah.
So I guess what are you up to? What's keeping you busy?
Oh man, I work with Ben every now and then. I work pretty regularly with Robbie, as you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and with some other wonderful people here in Toronto. My friend Molly Johnson, an exceptional vocalist,
Hmm.
but I think more something she should be very proud of, and it's why I'm proud to work with her, is that she is a real humanitarian, and she's done a lot
Oh,
of
amazing.
work, yeah, to work to better communities outside of music. But among the many things that she does, and that I'm lucky enough to do with her, is a local jazz festival here called the Kensington Market Jazz Festival. So right now I'm working on the first, of course, virtual
Yeah.
edition of that
Hmm.
festival, which will be in November. But anything that excites me is
Yeah.
something that I would love to just, get my hands on, if it's going to be fun and with good people, and it can possibly, benefit someone else, then I'm all in. Anything. I'll try almost anything once.
Beautiful. Hey, that sounds like Oscar would be proud, I think. Huh?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Well, hey, man, thank you so much, Celine.
It was my pleasure.
Thanks for
Thanks for
doing it.
asking me to
Yeah,
do
it seems like a
this.
natural
That
thing to
on day
do.
shore.
Oh
Oh my
boy, tell
God.
you what.
Are you kidding me? My hands hurt for you. But really, it's so nice to. I'm really happy that you're doing these streams, because it's such a nice thing to hear
Oh
a couple
man,
times a week. So thank you.
I appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much. It means a
Of
lot.
course. Of course.
Awesome. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
All
Take care.
right. Bye.
Bye.
Your camera.
Cool. Put that down. Cool. Yeah, Celine, Kelly, man, very, very beautiful people. Uh, Very grateful to be able to get to know Oscar through them, for sure. For sure. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Hey, appreciate it. Cool. All right, I'm gonna dig right back in. I'm gonna do a few more if you don't mind. This is another set of three. The first one is a song called "Cool Walk." That'll be followed by, I think, a song that is always relevant, always an apt message. It's called "Hymn to Freedom," and I will conclude with something that is making me very anxious. It's a song called Norien's Nocturne, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll dig right in. I'll make sure to turn the oh, right. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Too much. Too much. Too much. I will think of a simpler way to do this setup. I'll have to talk to my buddy Andre. I think he'll be able to give me some good advice on how to do something a little less jerry rigged. Okay. All right. It is. Oh, sorry, Candy. Sorry, Candy. Sorry, Candy. Didn't mean to do that. Don't look that way. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I think we're still all good. Todd, thanks so much, man. Oh, Dave, don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. We really will see. All right. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. All right, what I say is next. Hymn to Freedom. Thank you. I'll be doing that again. Thank you so much for hanging. Hey, thank you, Dave. Thanks for recommending. Really appreciate it. Oh, Glenn, oh, you saw that. So embarrassing. Actually, Glenn, I got to check yours out. I just saw that posted. Glenn's piano blog. If you're not familiar, Glenn Zaleski is a wonderful pianist who I'm a huge fan of, and I think he just posted a almost an hour long performance. And also, Dave Pollock is does some fascinating videos. Giant steps at 400 BPMs. I guess if you want to check that out, that was insane. Um, hey, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, Matt, that definitely slowed down actually. Daniel, appreciate it, man. Greg, thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for hanging. As I try to work through these things. But yeah, Oscar, man, what a pianist, but also what a collection of tunes. And if you tuned in from the beginning, Cakewalk and Norien's Nocturne, I feel like are very close relatives, changes wise, and um, they're a lot of fun. I love the way they sound, but they're also quite challenging to play. The changes move so fast. But yeah, that'll do it for today. I'll be going back live on Sunday if you want to see some hymns or just some improvisations. That's what I do every Sunday from 12 to 1, I guess, Pacific, 3 to 4 Eastern, and then other time zones. You can figure it out. Next Wednesday, I think what I'm going to do is the music of James Horner. I think that's his name. James? Sounds wrong now that I say it. But if you're not familiar with the name, and hopefully I got it right, but he's a film composer. And he did things like The Titanic, Beautiful Mind, Casper from the 90s. He did a lot of movies from my childhood. Land Before Time is a film if you're over 30. I think you might remember that. Also the Feifel movies. I think American Tail and Feifel Goes West, I think is what it's called. He wrote some really nice music though. I really like it, but it's also just it'll be a day of nostalgia. Next Wednesday's thing. We're gonna, I'd like to try to switch it around. Do jazz focused ones, and then also do some more free ones. Film composers or whatever. So if that's something you might be interested in, what else did he do? There's some other things that I'm definitely going to be researching, but definitely stuff from Land Before Time. That's my movie from childhood for sure. Thank you, raw deal. Hey, Rory, thank you, man. And thanks again to folks who've sent some financial support. I really appreciate it. This is going to be my reality for a while, and any kind of support really helps me continue doing this, and hopefully brightening your day or whatever. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to support, definitely the PayPal or Venmo. Also Bandcamp, you can find all of my releases there. If you like any of the music. Some people were asking about hymns CDs, and I probably will be working on a hymns specific album in the near future. But one CD that I did record that's semi-Christmas focused, it's called Silent Night, but it does have a lot of those hymns on it. Come Thou Fount of Many Blessings, Holy, Holy, Holy. It's kind of a just hymns and kind of meditation sort of album. So if that's something you might be interested in, feel free to check that out. Also, I kind of been shouting out people in the room. Katie Thoreau, please check out anything she's doing. I love what she's doing. She's got a bunch of stuff on Instagram and Facebook. I think it's Friday. You can correct me, Katie, but it's every Friday. She does minute bass tips, and they're so good. I was able to witness one of her recitals with her students, and man, she's an excellent teacher. I'm very, very impressed, and I was very inspired actually by just being there at the recital. So, vocalists and bass players check her stuff out. Okay, that's a lot of blabbering. Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Cool, just catching up here. Dave, fascinating videos. Yeah, man. The Kenny G one is pretty absurd. What is it? All of Kenny G's albums at once. Um, I couldn't make it the whole way, but cool. All right, that'll do it for me today. Thank you guys so much. God bless, and hopefully I'll see you Sunday or next Wednesday, whatever. Now, let's do the thing. Just do this. Okay, put the headphones on. Is this the right keyboard? Yes.